就等我哋接通英國嘅和羅浮堡大學嘅代表 Miss Charlotte Davison， 佢會同我哋分享一下英國羅浮堡大學同埋旗下嘅藝術設計學院佢哋嘅創作方向同埋評分準則。Let's welcome Miss Charlotte Davison.
Hello everyone, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Welcome Miss Charlotte Davison. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, please start.
Yeah, fantastic. I will share my screen. So my name is Charlotte. I am one of the regional managers at Loughborough University, and I also support all of our applicants coming or interested in studying at Loughborough from Hong Kong. And I've done this for around 8 years now. So I've been coming out to Hong Kong for a long time. And I've got about 15 minutes to just give you a very quick introduction to Loughborough and to this competition and to what you will be judged on. So I'll whiz through this. So that's me. I'm one of the regional managers. I've been out to Hong Kong over 30 times over the last few years. So I may have met some of you, or maybe I will in the future. The first question that we get asked when people are working with Loughborough is actually, where is Loughborough, or what is Loughborough? And Loughborough itself is a town right in the middle of England. And we are a campus-based university right in the middle of the UK. So very close to cities like Leicester or Nottingham, 1 hour and 20 minutes on the train from London. So super easy to get around. And this is what our university looks like. It's one of the biggest campuses in the UK. We've got everything you would possibly need on campus, from accommodation, social life, studying, hairdressers, doctors, bubble tea, Starbucks, all sorts of things. And if you are particularly interested in art design, the area to the bottom left of the screen is our School of the Arts, which I'll talk about a little bit more later. And Loughborough is a really, really highly ranked and very reputable, both in the UK and globally. So we are in the top 10 in the UK league tables consistently over the last 10 years. We do very well in lots of different league tables, looking at student satisfaction, student employability, student support, and student experience as well. So Loughborough is a really good bet if you want to go and study something with us. And we have over 130 different courses at Loughborough. So we teach everything from engineering and science through to business, social sciences, humanities, sport, and of course art and design, which I'll talk about later. And our students, when they come to Loughborough, choose to live on the campus. And our international students are guaranteed at least 2 years of living on that campus. So getting a real student experience whilst you come and study in the UK. And studying in the UK can be quite daunting for students. So moving to a new country is quite scary, but moving to university is scary as well. So we try and make that as easy as possible for you, giving you somewhere really nice to live, making sure that you have all the support that you need on campus, and creating a really lovely environment for you to live and to study and to have fun with us on campus as well. And we currently have about 300 students from Hong Kong studying with us on campus, and we have students that live in all 16 of our halls of residences, as well as students who live in the town centre of Loughborough as well. So lots of students from Hong Kong studying with us. We have a Hong Kong society where students get together and meet as well. We really focus as well on not just making sure you have a great time and that you're studying a great course, but on developing your future career, making you really employable. So for example, all of our courses offer the option to do a 1-year work placement year, or to do internships as part of your course. And if you're looking at studying art with us, a lot of our students will take 3 different internships as part of their placement year to get lots of experience, build their CV, and really hone down on what they want to do. We also give a lot of one-to-one careers advice and have schemes for you to follow for you to develop your portfolio of employability and make sure that when you graduate, which I know feels like a long time away now for a lot of the students that haven't even just applied to university, but it means that you'll be ready to go out into the world of work as well. And we try and support our students as much as we possibly can on campus. So we have IT and maths learning support centres, we have language support centres, mental health and wellbeing, disability and health, an on-campus security team to make sure that you're safe at all times, and also the Centre for Faith and Spirituality too. And as I said, we have lots of different international students. We probably have around 20% of our students who are international within our student body, around 300 from Hong Kong. And we offer lots of support. So if you did want to apply to Loughborough, or you were considering Loughborough, whether it's for our degree programme, for our foundation year, you would have support from the university, so from myself and my colleagues in applying, in moving to the UK. And then there's lots of support for you once you're on campus as well. And everything that's just slightly more difficult coming in as a student from overseas. And lots of things for you to get involved and to celebrate our international students as well. So for example, today on campus is International Day. And all of our international students are getting involved in that. We've got a big exhibition in our Students' Union, which I'm going to head down to after I finish talking to you. And each country has a stand where they're showing cultural information about their country, sharing food, lots of dances. So that's a really great time for our students from Hong Kong, for example, to show what's amazing about Hong Kong. And there are so many fantastic things, but also for you to find out about other countries as well and meet lots of new people. So that fits in within Loughborough Students' international network as well. And as I mentioned, we work really hard to try and make sure our university feels like a family and it's a home away from home for our students when they're studying. We have a hashtag, which is Loughborough Family. It sounds really cheesy, but it's true. We try and make sure that you feel like Loughborough is your home for the 3-4 years that you are studying with us. Or if you do what I did, I've been here for 12 years now. And there are lots of things for students to get involved with. We have our Students' Union on campus, which is a hub of activity. We have over 130 societies. We do a lot of focus on the arts. So from music studios, performing studios, performing arts, so drama and theatre clubs, creative writing, visual arts. We do a lot of exhibitions with our current students, both those who are studying art and those who are studying something different as well. And so we really celebrate the arts on our campus. We do lots of volunteering and charity work. We raised over £1 million every year for charity, for example. And all of this is run by our students for our students. So something for everyone to get involved with, to make friends, have a great time, and do something different or carry on with a hobby that you really like. And also, lots of people know Loughborough for sport. And if you do like sport as well, Loughborough is a great place to come. We've got some fantastic facilities. But lots of people that you speak to, if you say that you're looking at Loughborough, will talk about, are you sporty? And some of our students are very sporty. We've got lots of students that won medals in the last Olympics. But we also have lots of students like me who are not sporty at all. I know that sport is good for me. I go to dance classes at the gym, but that's the most sport that I do on campus. So if we look a little bit more specifically at our design and creative arts courses, we have a big School of the Arts at Loughborough, and we have 4 programmes within our arts programme at undergraduate level. So we do fine art, we do graphic design, we do textiles, and we do fashion design. And our School of the Arts is huge. It has a massive set of facilities, which I'm going to try and show you a video in a second. So you'll have to let me know if that works. But we've got those 4 programmes. You can specialise in the areas that you want to. And it's very self-led. So if you know which area of art you really like, you can focus on that. So if you come to me and tell me that you're an illustrator, fantastic. If you say that you are a fashion designer, amazing. If you know that you like animation, you can really focus on that. If you don't know what your strength is, you can work with our academics to develop all of your different skills. So I'm going to try at the moment to stop my share briefly and just show you a quick video of what our arts facilities look like. And you'll have to come on and tell me if this doesn't work, but hopefully it will.
Welcome to Loughborough University Creative Arts, with lots of facilities to show you that students from across the department can access.
No matter what discipline you're studying, you'll have a studio space allocated to your practical work. These walls become your canvas and you can create your art.
We have the use of a series of technical hubs. Hub 1 is Creative Digital Technologies and Photography.
This is the photography studio. We have a range of equipment from analogue to digital, all free to use for all the courses, with technicians available to help you.
From A5 to industrial size printers, you can make your work go any size you want.
We have facilities for stop motion animation, as well as this moving image studio, with a green screen, as well as lighting and cameras.
We have Mac Labs for digital work with full Adobe Suite.
We can take a hands-on approach with traditional photography. We have full use of darkroom facilities to produce black and white prints.
Across many of the disciplines, you may need to colour match for your project colour palette, and that can be done here in the dye lab. You'll be able to mix any colour you like to any recipe from the range on this wall, and then that will be translated into either dyed yarns or next door in the screen printing room. For screen printing, it's a very experimental process here at Loughborough. You can print onto a range of scales and onto a range of materials. During supervised workshops, we're taught a combination of techniques, such as repeat prints and multi-layer prints, for a variety of outcomes from fashion to interiors or more conceptual pieces.
We have extensive equipment for woven textiles and materials. This is our loom room, one of the biggest in the country.
We have industry standard machinery and software for digital embroidery.
We have industrial equipment ranging from sewing machines to overlockers for any kind of stitch work.
In this hub, you've got the metals workshop, the plastic workshop, the wood workshop, and the facilities for lasers as well. This is your opportunity to experiment with what materials you like best. In this hub, it is predominantly paint and printmaking. In this room, you can make your own canvases from scratch using traditional techniques to whatever scale you want, and you can make your own paint using pigmentation and oils.
This fantastic space is our print room. You can do a range of techniques from screen printing to paper making. We've even tried to print on jelly.
This hub is ceramics and mould making. You can do anything from casting to making your own kiln.
Those were just some of our facilities. We have such a range to offer. Please come down and visit us when you can. We look forward to seeing you.
That gives you an idea of what studying at Loughborough might look like. And yeah, any of those 4 courses within arts, and then some design programs as well. And then if you're looking at entering this fantastic competition that we've got going on, we are really excited to work with you. This competition will be judged by the head of our graphic design course, so the program director. So someone who, if you are going to be interested in studying at Loughborough, would not only be teaching you on the course, but would also be designing the course. So everything that is included there. And not only that, he is also an expert in graphic design himself. All of our academics are leading in industry. So if you are interested in entering this competition, we'd be looking for 6 things from you. And this is how we're going to score your applications. So you need to prove to us that you are outstanding in all of the following areas. So we're looking firstly to see your ability to think creatively. Can you come up with something completely new? So what is your ambition? How are you different to other people that are entering this competition? Within this competition, you've got quite a small brief. So you're working in the areas of black, white and grey, how can you make that different to somebody else's work? But also, why are you doing that? Are you showing that you understand who you're creating your work for? Why are you doing it? What have you tried? What worked? What didn't work? So you want to see evidence of your research and your understanding. And your use of imagery related to that, making sure you show how you are getting your point across in your work, and doing that effectively. A big part of graphic design is focusing on typography, and making sure that you pay attention to everything, making sure that your work is accessible, and making sure that it is as appropriate as it needs to be. As I'm sure you know, argument is a very important thing to demonstrate. So showing your aims and objectives, getting across your point through your creative process. So what are you trying to demonstrate through this project? And making sure that you show that effectively. And of course, making sure that you lay it out properly to create an appealing design, which is something to look at. So those are the 6 different areas that you would be scored on. So you need to try and demonstrate each of those to us and make sure that you are really, really highlighting so you get the highest scores and hopefully get through to the finals and win this competition. So that's all from me today. If you do want to find out any more about Loughborough, if you scan the QR code or email me, my email address is on the screen. I'm also happy to answer any questions if there is time for that. Loughborough, I studied at Loughborough. I absolutely loved it. It's a great place to study, a fantastic place to be involved with. So if you would like to hear any more, please do let me know. But if not, I will pass back to your hosts for today.